Hi, everybody. This is your announcement for History 202 for the week of September 30th. Um, let's see, this is week 7 of the semester, so we're just moving along here. So it's a Sunday morning. I like to do these videos on Sunday mornings when the office is quiet, no one's here. Um, there's no noise out there, so the phone doesn't ring, so it's pretty nice. And I have a really good cup of coffee that I'm enjoying from Plateau Espresso, so that's nice too. Okay, so let's see. Last week, you completed your posters, and there is also a discussion on the Great War. So we have moved along in our study here. We've gone all the way through World War One. All right, and now, so I will be grading your posters as well as the discussion from last week, and if, it might take me a little bit longer, okay, to get through everything. So I might be into next week when these grades go out, okay, but I'm trying to stay on top of things here. It's pretty crazy, but I'm going to keep up with you, and you're doing a great job. So keep up the good work. Okay, keep being engaged with the material, and hey, you're halfway through. Okay, so we're looking at Halloween coming soon. All right, if the temperatures can cool off, I'll feel more like it's fall, right? Okay. All right. So anyway, that's where we're at. So today we're starting, or this week we're starting Module 3, and Module 3 covers quite a distance. We're going to go from the 1920s all the way to the beginning of World War II. So we're going to look at the 1920s, excuse me, the Great Depression, and then the beginning of World War II as well. Well, right before, okay, the U.S. enters World War II. Oh, sorry, I just froze there. I apologize for that. That's our lovely internet that we have on campus. Okay, so anyway, a lot happens in these years. It's a fairly, I think, critical time in our history. The U.S. is in World War One, but it's only for 1 year, so the involvement is not to the extent that it will be in World War Two. Although not to in any way diminish the sacrifices that were made by the soldiers who served during World War One and perhaps even died, but World War Two is just it's huge. It's another global war. Okay, so World War One is a global war. World War Two also becomes a global war, but we're not there yet. Okay, so but anyway, that's looming down the road, and in a way, it comes about as a result of um, kind of bad negotiations at the end of World War One. The Treaty of Versailles is just so harsh to the German economy. And it really sets the stage, for the rise of the Nazis and Adolf Hitler in Germany and fascism. So, but anyway, we'll get there. Okay, so for this week, we're looking at the 1920s and 1929 specifically, which is when the stock market crashed. Um, and this created, it set the stage for the Great Depression, which would consume the U.S. in the 1930s. The worst economic crisis, I think, at least in the modern time, and resulted in many people being unemployed. Um, and yeah, so anyway, we'll learn more about that this week too, or next week. But for today, or for this week, you're going to read chapters 30 and 31, and you're going to also watch a video. Okay, in this video, it's about an hour long, and it's divided into 6 parts. All right, so 6 10-minute parts, and it's called The Crash, or no, not it's Crash of 1929. And I really like this video. It's fairly old. Okay, I think it was made in like the 80s, but I like it because it interviews um, people who were directly affected by the stock market crash. So these are people whose parents maybe were business people, and everybody in some respects was affected when this event happened, when the stock market crashed. Even the farmers in the Midwest. were affected by this. And even here in New Mexico, there were definitely impacts were felt in terms of the Great Depression that would follow the stock market crash. Um, so there are many factors that led to the crash of the stock market, and so this video explores that. So our discussion will be about the video. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video. And again, remember it's 6 parts, so you have to watch all 6 parts. Okay. All right, so there's a self-check quiz as usual, and your discussion is due the usual procedure. Okay, make sure you post your initial post 48 hours before the due date, and the due date for the discussion will be October 3rd. The self-check quiz is October 1st due date. All right, so I'm going to end it there. I hope you have a good week, and let's see. I'm trying to think of a question to ask you that you can respond to in the comments below, so that it's I can know who's out there watching. Let's see. Um, okay, I guess I can think of one here. So if you can talk to a family member and try to find out if your family was in any way impacted uh, by the stock market crash and the Great Depression. All right, so and post on the comments below. Okay, so once again, and there's no bonus credit. This is just, like they say on the radio, for pride, not prizes. Um, Tell me if your family was impacted by the stock market crash and the following depression in the 1930s. And if they were affected, just a little, 1 or 2 sentences on how. Okay? All right. So I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.